What's going on, AWG fam? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video. Doing Angry Cops. This motherfucker makes me die. I don't even try and give this to me as try not to laugh, because it's already I want to laugh. When you give me a try not to laugh, that's a challenge to me to hold my shit together. And I fucking love this dude. So don't do that to me. That's more torturous than anything, because I won't fucking laugh. I won't. I just won't do it. Because to me, it's a challenge. To me, it's you saying, bet you can't make it through this video. No, I can. And I will. But I don't want to. I want to laugh. I don't get to laugh at a lot of shit, dude. Most shit irritates the fuck out of me. So when I find somebody who can take that shit that irritates the fuck out of me and make me laugh with it, please, don't do that. I'm just kidding, guys. Well, today we're doing the Antifa medic fail at using a tourniquet. Now, me personally, I've actually got a whole little medic bag full of tourniquets. I think I got like at least 8 unopened, brand new tourniquets sitting in a little medic bag. And it rides in my car wherever I go. Because, look, man, you never know when there might be an accident and you can help somebody out. Look, if I can throw a tourniquet on somebody's arm and prevent them from dying, my job, my goal in this world is not to take life, but to save as many lives as possible. And it's not even a righteousness complex or anything like that. It's just the right fucking thing to do. I don't want to see anybody lose their life needlessly. So, without further ado, let's jump into this shit.
Training. Always stay up on that. It is super important! My drill sergeant sense is tingling, but that can only mean one thing. Some idiot with a bag of band-aids and a tourniquet is running around a whole bunch of different protests, acting like they know anything medically related. Yeah! I guess it's time to bleed out, baby. Woo!
Breathe. You're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, good. Good.
While having a friendly protest, one of these Antifa guys got hit in the leg with a rubber bullet, and all of his friends decide to run over and help him out. And the first thing they decide to do with this little bitty teensy weensy baby brush burn on his leg is slap a tourniquet onto it. Brilliant. And during this whole thing, the little lady that's putting on this tourniquet and strapping it down tight at the top of this guy's leg is screaming she's trying to stop the blood.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's not a lot of blood. Like, that's not a lot of blood. Suck it up. Like, oh no. If you guys can see, right here, I took a grinder up my arm. And it had one of the best discs on it you could possibly have. It had a braided wire wheel on it. That shit ate my fucking arm alive. Looked like fucking hamburger meat. Especially right here, it looked like fucking hamburger meat, and this just all got torn up, and I was halfway through a brake job of my truck when I did it. Guess what? I put the fucking truck back together and ended up driving it to work the next day with a big old bandage all over my motherfucking arm. Well, while I was doing the work, that bitch was wide the fuck open, and if it hurt, I stood up, danced around a little bit, said, woo! And then I went back to working. Because that's what you do. Suck the fuck up, little pussy bitch.
I don't think that wound, if we want to call it that, deserves a tourniquet. sure is not enjoying that. It would be wrong of me to enjoy it, wouldn't it? Now this guy's screaming and crying, I don't want to lose my leg! Because you idiots decided to put a tourniquet on a brush burn that isn't even bleeding! You bunch of LARPers! You learn life-saving techniques from Planned Parenthood or something? Her training encyclopedia is probably a bunch of Dr. Kevorkian self-help books. You look like you learned how to do that from an episode of Doc McStuffins. At least you learned.
No. What is they've been watching all those military TV shows and doing lots of YouTubing, like finding their own shit on YouTube. That's what's happened here. They said, "Oh shit, I know how to do this. I can totally save his leg." Actually, Bitch, I bet you didn't know this, but 4 to 6 hours after you put that tourniquet on, he'll lose his fucking leg. So hopefully you guys took it off in a timely fucking manner.
You look like you learned how to do that from an episode of Doc McStuffins. At least you learned from a person of color. Or is that cartoon of color? A cock? Picked up some medical tips from Casey Anthony's I'm a Parent and So Can Oh Shit instead. Looking like you get all your medical supplies from OJ's gloves and stuff. This Mac overreacted more than an old Italian woman with her only son. Oh, bibbidi boy, you need to eat some food. Your mama's so mad and upset. It begs the question, what do you do when you see a kid scrape his knee on the playground? Just pull out a hacksaw and start sawing that bad boy off? Sorry, little Jimmy, we gotta amputate that shit. Like he's just been wounded in the middle of the Battle of Gettysburg? That poor medic probably goes to a dodgeball tournament and just brings a bunch of body bags. I'm sorry, my lady, but when your child was struck in the face with the dodgeball, we did determine he was no more. He hath been smote. He was smited, smoten, smoten. When she's talking to the guy, she says, oh, I gotta stop the bleeding.
We just don't want you to bleed. We just don't want you to bleed, okay?
You're good.
What bleeding? The only thing bleeding is this kid's bleeding heart. And that's not even taken literally, hon. That's a figure of speech. You're better off just sucking the venom out. What venom? He wasn't bit by a snake. Well, he ain't bleeding either, so what's the fucking point of the tourniquet? Where did you do your practicals? The University of Phoenix? I have a guess as to where she's been storing that tourniquet, and it's probably been around her neck, because God knows there has been no blood flow up to that vital organ in quite some time. People are yelling, breathe, breathe.
Like, I wish I could give, like, my own comebacks, but Jesus, it's so hard with him, because he just goes and keeps going, and it's like, they're always killer. God, I can't even ever add an insult, because he gets them all. He gets all the good ones, man.
Was he going into labor? I've seen 5-year-olds fall off their bike in the middle of the street and get up with a little bit more action. You know what the saying goes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but rubber bullets need a goddamn tourniquet. Well, after all that commotion, I guess we learned one thing. Keep your eyes on the prize and your hands away from that dude's thighs. I feel like this woman is the Karen of combat medics, just running in and trying to take over a scene, not knowing what the hell she's fucking talking about.
Just letting you know.
No, you're not.
And the Academy Award goes to Overreactionary Antifa Activist. Oh, West Coast edition. So nice. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I would thank God, but I am an anarcho-atheist, gender-fluid helicopter. I would thank the Academy, but we all know positions of power are automatically racist. I can only say I wish that the person giving me medical aid wasn't white, but I am blessed to know that she wasn't a man, or identified as one. And finally, I would like to note that my privilege is what saved me. Thank you. Thank you. The dude looks like when your dog tries to sleep like a person on their back with their arms up. Oh look, he's getting tummy rubs.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much to add on it. He fucking kills it. He knocks it out the park every fucking time. I don't have any more insults, man. Like, honestly, he acted like he got shot in the dick. Like, really, that's what I feel like. The amount of pain you were going through, you gotta have gotten shot in the dick, the balls, something. You must have had an exploded testicle. That must have been what happened. You lost one of them precious nuts. Well, don't worry. The world doesn't need you to procreate anyway. But that's the end of this video for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Love you, AWG fam. Love you, XMC fam.